But the only reason why I didn't get one of these guys,
Welcome to the Talkable Topics podcast. The host Giovanni, my co-host,
Big Daddy Kingslayer.
and the guest for today's show,
Giovanni Garay.
Yeah. And, there's never a topic, but we think about them, and I think you said something about a Kanye quote.
Yeah, something strong to start it off with. I mean, so pretty much like Kanye's point was like somebody asked him like, what did he want out of music at the end, and he he was talking about who made the light bulb, and
it was actually like fire extinguishers and stuff like that.
Yeah, so my question to you guys is, who made the light bulb?
Thomas Edison.
Who made the car?
I think
who made the phone?
I think Steve Jobs. I think I see where he's trying to take it.
So his whole point was, his goal out of music was to be forgotten, because
it was who made the light, who made the stoplight, who made the stoplight,
something like that. Yeah, something like that. But his goal was his goal was to be forgotten, because when you create an invention so good or so like big, life changing, that you will be
Oh well, no, I was just saying like, oh, life changing, or oh, life like.
I'm holding the microphone, so it's better for you to hold the microphone because I have nothing to say. So.
I mean, you always have something to say. It's more of like, I mean, you could say like,
I mean, I do. I do have something to say, but like not at the moment. I have to listen. You have to listen to people before you make it.
But I mean, well, actually say that. Actually say what you just said. You have to.
I said, you actually have to listen to people before you make a statement.
Yeah, I mean, just because I say something, just like random, like oh, doesn't mean it's like worth hearing. But your words are worth hearing because you're the guest.
Oh. So like I was saying before I got really interrupted, but the goal is to be forgotten, because when you create something so big, to create something so life changing, that you will be forgotten. And that was Kanye's whole reasoning behind what he wanted out of music. And
did you hear about Kanye's speech? Like whenever he said, "When I had my accident."
Like what do you mean?
When he's like his speech about he had his accident, and then he realized at that moment that nothing in life.
What accident did he have?
A car accident.
I did not know about this. Wow.
I'm not 100% sure if it was a car accident, but I'm assuming when he says accident, I automatically assume it's a car. But he said that nothing in life is guaranteed except death.
Yeah, that's real shit. Yeah, I mean, I think Giovanni would love to touch on this too.
I think that's amazing that he said that. It's like, because it holds a lot of truth. Like it's literally like the only thing. It's like the quote, "I know nothing except that I know nothing." It's like
You're so loud.
My bad. And I don't know. I think that quote was beautiful. That nothing in life is guaranteed, because it highlights the fact that everybody takes a lot of stuff for granted, like the ability to get up in the morning and the ability to go to school. And I feel like people complain about things too much. They complain like, "Oh, I hate school," or "Oh, I hate having to drive." It's like that in itself is beautiful, and you're taking it for granted. And
That's
I don't
true.
like nobody realizes. It's like
Kanye had a similar experience with that too. He lost his mom, right? But right before he gave her the some teddy bear, and Kanye's like, I don't want that, right?
Yeah.
And then when she died, he spent every minute looking for that bear that he gave her, and then he found it, and he was, all broken up about it because he realized that he took his mom for granted.
Yeah, that's real stuff, and especially like he I mean, bro, that it wasn't hours. He said like days. Son, he said I don't even think he said that. He said a long time, but yeah, you don't realize how good something is until it's gone. Yeah.
I was gonna say I forgot who said that. I think it was Tupac. Tupac said that. I forgot if it was, but I think it was people talking about Tupac's death. They were like, "Dang, I really didn't know how beautiful it was until it was gone." Or like Tupac's life, and it's like, well, his music's never gonna go away. It's like,
I mean, yeah, sure.
I think that's cool. It's like art is something that never dissolves anymore. It's like it's always gonna be there. Like the Mona Lisa thing was made in like 1700, and it's still here getting like loved.
Praised.
And I think it's so cool because people are starting to forget who did it. Like, do you know who did it?
I mean, I would take a guess. Leonardo da Vinci.
I would say that it was. Yeah, I thought it was Michelangelo.
I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was Da Vinci. I think.
Yeah, I mean, shit, that dude Da Vinci, bro. That dude was a freaking like he was a nutcase, but that dude, I feel like when you're a nutcase like that, you're able to like connect. Honestly, my opinion is I think the dude was a sociopath, and
How is he a sociopath?
because I mean, if you look at like the life he lived and like the things they say about him, like honestly, you could believe that, but I feel like when you're someone like that, like a whatever, you're able to express it and like express like beauty in like other ways, like painting. Like I feel like he, as an artist, like in my opinion, you have to. In my opinion,
You can't be normal.
you it's not that you can be known, but put it like this, you have to be born to be an artist. In my opinion, you have to. I don't really see it as well. I mean, and this is a sense of like back then. Back then,
Back then.
like you have to be like born to be like art. Like you just always loved art from since you were a kid, since like all the way up. You just always loved art because I mean back then, like no one just let's be real, no one's just picking up a paintbrush and just.
Yeah, I was gonna say something.
I got
Have you seen?
no.
Have you
What's up?
seen? Have you seen like other artists like the marble statues they made back then?
Yeah,
Dude,
Compared to now.
they compared to now,
yeah.
like there was so much detail back then. Like all like I don't know if you seen the statue where like some of them have like skirts and stuff. They showed like the veins.
Yeah,
They
like
showed the skirts.
Michelangelo and shit. Yeah.
Yes, Michelangelo when he did that human with God painting where like God extends his finger as much as he can
Yeah.
and the human like doesn't doesn't fully extend it.
The creation. That's what
Yeah,
it's called. It's
yeah.
called the creation. Yeah. I wanted to get that tatted on me. I was thinking about doing that my first tat. It was gonna be right here, but I got that. But yeah, the creation. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Or the fall of Rome. Did you all see? I think that's what it called. What it was called? The city just like burned down. Like the amount of detail they put in that, they loved it. And I was going to say like the ability to be an artist. You're not born an artist, but it's the creating of yourself, which is what makes you realize that you're an artist in your own way. It's like I think loving art is just more of a head start. It's like loving guitar, loving filming, or just loving people in general. It just gives you a head start in that direction, but it never. You're not born to be anything. You're born to be you, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, artists
That's
back
what I
then
think.
had so much creativity. Like they really put some thought into what they're
Mhm.
drawing or what they're
Yeah.
making. They put their life into
Yeah.
it. That was their whole life, making paintings, making statues, just designing everything. But nowadays, it's nothing like that. It's just all purely money.
That's what the point I was gonna say was. It's like that's how I feel. Like nowadays, it's just like out of money or like out of spite. But like they did art back then because like they loved it. Like it was they probably didn't even know. I mean, they weren't getting paid from it, but they were still doing it. When you do that, that makes you love something. And I feel like nowadays, like, dude, yeah, I'm gonna keep it a butt. Like niggas, bro, they throw whatever on for millions of dollars, bro.
Yeah, they just
I'm
draw a
keeping it
line,
buck.
and then that's it. $1 million
Yeah,
right there.
shit. Art.
Oh, did you hear that could be money laundering or like a tax write off if they buy that?
Like, what do you mean?
So the reason there's a conspiracy theory that all those like I I forgot what it's called, but those artists like just do lines and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently that's all money laundering.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah,
Cool,
so
they put it right
let's say
here.
they have a business, right?
Yeah.
And they have like illegal cash, right? They do
Mhm.
some shit like let's say they sell drugs, right? They can put that cash into the business and then funnel through that business, get it back as clean cash instead of illegal cash.
The money
So
laundering?
what the art, yeah.
Ooh.
So what
That's
the
it
art?
right there.
So yeah, with the art, it's like they buy the painting, right? They buy it for
and,
$1 million,
and they never, yeah.
and it can't be traced back. It can be traced back.
Oh, so okay. I mean, yeah, that's true. I thought you were gonna say that they buy the painting, but like never display the real space, like never ever display the real painting. Something like that.
Nah, bro.
I thought you were gonna say that they get paid through the painting and the amount of actual money they would have got through the drugs, but they can't get the money through the drugs because it's dirty money.
Exactly, it's dirty money.
Uh-huh.
It's just like, but I believe that because like, who would want to buy a fucking splatter from some random
A
dude?
dot. You ever seen that one where the dude jumps and then
Oh, you jumps on the on the trampoline.
Honestly, now that I think about that, that is a really good way. Like I'm starting to think about what he said, and that would make so much sense.
like a perfect cover up.
Yeah, where did you hear that?
Where did I hear that?
Yeah.
Well,
TikTok.
yes, on TikTok. Yes, on TikTok. So many
Huh.
conspiracy theories on TikTok.
That's a good theory.
There's some really smart people on TikTok, but it's so funny that they're smart on TikTok because it's like TikTok's face is like a
I
clown.
mean, why you think they're trying to ban it? They're trying to get that shit going.
Actually,
Mhm.
yeah, I think that's also the reason why. Is because
Yeah.
I got a lot of my news from TikTok.
Yeah,
Although
they teaching people how to make money. They making
Exactly.
people money. They
Small
exposing.
businesses.
They don't want that out there. Yeah.
exactly, like we can say like Mark Zuckerberg. You know that motherfucker. He's a lizard, bro. You can tell that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I remember seeing videos of that. Like they would like edit his eyes going like
Yeah. In my opinion, I don't believe in none of that, bro.
Oh, he's so awkward, bro. Like you seen him talk.
I mean,
mean-
I feel like he's just an awkward person.
Yeah, he's just a like social reject. He said it himself. Like
Social
No, he
reject.
was talking like on Twitter or Facebook or something. He was saying like people think I'm an Asian alien, but really I'm just scared that everybody thinks I'm a social reject, something like that. But I mean, he knows he's socially awkward, and he said it himself. But like, and even his friends that helped create the company said it, and or yeah, he's just socially awkward. But I mean, really what I believe in is I believe in Hollywood. I believe in selling your soul.
Oh yeah, that's
I believe
crazy.
in doing
Ice Spice
yeah.
is doing it, bro.
Honestly,
you seen her?
bro,
She's dropping off, bro.
honestly, in my opinion, I don't think Ice Spice really I don't believe in industry plans. I don't really believe in industry plans because it's some sort of if you look behind like the people that blow up, it's really just because of who you know. But what I mean by selling your soul and stuff is literally like selling your soul to get like, you know, to get let's say selling your soul to get famous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that and being an industry plant is the same thing.
So what's the difference between the two?
An industry plant is I don't believe in industry plants. I just don't like we see one hit wonders all the time. And it's
Can
just
you-
Ghost
like
Tea,
that.
the somebody I used to know. I feel really bad for that dude.
I mean,
Thrift
saw a
store?
video essay.
This store
Yeah, thrift store. I think it was called
by
the
Macklemore.
yeah Macklemore. Yeah.
What the
I-
hell is he talking about?
Yeah, that's one. That's one.
What?
That's the one hit wonder. Name his other five
Bro,
songs.
can't hold us.
Okay, besides those two.
Bro said Macklemore is
Glamorous?
Never heard of Glamorous.
I feel glamorous.
No, never heard of that.
Bro,
one. Those are what?
I think he said Macklemore and like expected us to like
Bro.
agree with him.
No, it
would
was.
say- I think there were industry plant accusations against Tyler or no, not
Tyler?
Tyler. Yeah, Tyler, right? Isn't that her name?
Tyler, right?
No,
Tyler?
the black. Yeah,
black
what is her name?
It's Tyler.
Oh,
So, I mean, in my opinion, bro. I don't really believe
Yes,
in
Michael Moore.
industry plans. I don't really like the word to industry plan to me is like blank. I don't believe it. But I believe you can sell your soul to get famous. I believe you can talk to the devil and he can give you worldly things.
Did he sell his soul?
Who?
Did he?
no.
Honestly, so I mean,
I genuinely think Diddy was just like he just took advantage of people. I think he was the person that they were selling their soul to.
Oh, so
I
he,
think, like-
he was the guy, huh?
Yeah, I heard things about him. Like he would invite like young and rising stars, which was basically just 18-year-olds wanting to make it in the music industry, to these parties, and that was like the whole little Diddy party thing. Like he would invite girls, he would invite dudes, he would invite anybody.
Just as
Just
long as
think,
they were young.
yeah, just because they were young, and he would like give them a chance, which is basically just give whatever.
Bro,
You know
what
what
the
I
fuck?
mean, and that's what I mean. Like, it's all about who you know. I mean, you know Diddy. He tell you straight up, like y'all laughing. He tell you straight up, like let me take that ass and I'll make you famous. Like,
Bro,
and niggas
He did
do that. I mean, niggas do that shit.
do you
Niggas,
know? Do you know who he might have done it to?
I mean, what I've been seeing is honestly, I don't want to say
50
Meek
Cent,
Mill, but
50 Cent.
nah,
I don't know. I don't think 50.
Meek. What the
No, I
big
think he
one
did.
is Meek Mill. That's one everybody because I mean,
Meek
there's
Mill?
literally like videos of Meek Mill calling Diddy daddy and like him caressing him, kissing him and shit. Rick Ross too, but I mean,
Ooh.
I don't really see. I just feel like that's just some weird shit they got going on. I don't think because Meek Mill and Rick Ross were big. I mean, Diddy, honestly, nah, because Diddy was bigger than all of them before it too. He was around when Tupac was around.
Actually,
So,
yeah, he's been around for a long time
so
now.
yeah, I'm tripping. Nah, yeah.
He's-
So you know, he was just telling him like, "Let me take your ass and I'm gonna make you famous."
Who-
Shit like that.
Man, if you like some of them, you seen like with Tank Davis. Ooh, he literally jumped on his ass just to hug him. Did you see that video?
Nah, that shit.
So whenever Tank before he was like undisputed and a champ, right?
Yeah.
He was like hanging out with Adrian Broner and started like doing the dance videos when he was younger.
Uh-huh.
And then he went to a Diddy party, right?
What?
And he saw Diddy, and Diddy fucking jumped on him and literally hugged him like this.
Oh, like wrapped his legs around him.
Yes, type shit, bro.
They kept that video on the wraps.
Bro, he was.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? You know what I love about this is because
I think you better say how much you love Diddy.
no, because they still have not arrested Diddy.
Really?
And that's bro,
What?
of course not.
I thought I thought he got arrested.
No, bro, he never. Nah, bro, he's still free. And that's the crazy
What?
part about the whole thing is when you have like that's how you know it's real because it's literally, bro, he's still free even after all that child's like he's still free. The FBI is still looking for that man.
Wait, how is he still free? I thought they
Bro.
got his ass from after they found out that his private flight was fake.
No, yeah. So his private flight was fake, and they just you notice how the media just stopped talking about it. That's what happens when you have that type of power. Like nobody even talks about that no more.
Didn't he make like a apology video saying like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
he
fucked
made
up."
a whole apology video and everything. Arrested.
What he actually did? I never
Or
saw that.
about
Oh.
yeah, so
I don't know what I'm
Diddy
gonna
has
say
not
about
been
Diddy.
arrested or charged.
I mean-
Seriously, like no one knows he's not. He remains under federal investigation, but has not been charged with any crime.
I mean, that's just what money does, and I feel like money is just like crazy powerful. Like way. Oh,
Nice.
oh, I think I turned it back on. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I mean, money just literally makes the world go round, and that's what's crazy about it. And it's not even love, but it's like the love for money is what makes people do so much stuff. Like I would say I try to do stuff completely out of love. I try to keep money away from me, because money turns people into like different people all together, all around.
Could you imagine just being like that, like a millionaire and all that stuff, but just already have a label that you're evil?
Oh, like no soul.
Yeah, no soul.
Oh, I can't imagine working so hard for like what you have, like having a 5-story house, and then people like whenever you search up your name, it's like soul to soul. Like that would be so
Exactly.
crazy.
Oh my god.
Is that how you know you made it?
Is that the only way to make it?
No, definitely not. I mean, you don't have to make it though. You know, like everybody has dreams of becoming like a superstar, but you don't have to be a superstar. And I think that's something that they keep that's something that they keep away from you. That's something that they don't tell the kids. They
saw
tell
that
the
shit.
kid. They show the kids Logan Paul and Jake Paul and all these vloggers and stuff like that. They show these inflated people, like they are big, and they trying to get into the minds of these kids. And like you see how these kids are now. They over here stealing and robbing and They're literally starting
Gal-
these little games.
Galaxy
like,
gas.
yeah,
all
like
that
what
shit.
the heck are you doing?
Also,
taking that
also, you
Galaxy
notice
gas?
that there's different tiers of being a celebrity. So you got like C
A-list.
tier.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, you got C tier, B tier, and then you got A tier. So you got like C tier is like where like Island Boys, people like them.
Yeah.
Like
People
they're
that just do it for
the-
attention.
yeah, they're just there. You know them, but they're irrelevant now. And then you got the B tier, which is like Bryce Hall or Neon, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then you got the motherfucking A tier, which is like Logan Paul, KSI.
I actually think
Aiden
Aiden
Ross.
Aiden Ross and Neon still C tier. I hope you know,
Really?
like, no,
Well, I mean,
1,000%.
Neon, yeah, I would understand because that motherfucker's so annoying.
Like,
Fuck that
nah,
motherfucker.
1,000%. A B-list celeb is probably like, oh, bro, a B-list celeb is, I mean, dog, that's like,
Tom Cruise.
No, Tom Cruise is like A tier.
A list, I think, but I mean B tier is like right there with A. C tier is like the lowest of the lowest because there's like a lot of famous people. But I mean,
Yeah, there actually is.
Yeah, there
B
is.
B list is like that's still pretty up. That's like let me put it like this, like Lamar Jackson or like
Lamar
Deion
Jackson?
Sanders or something like that, or yeah, I mean something like that, like
Sports icon.
something like that.
Mm.
LeBron A list, obviously,
Oh,
but
obviously.
like,
Oh, Michael Jordan.
like KD, in my opinion, I think KD's B list.
KD.
Yeah.
What about Kyrie?
Kyrie B list.
Is he?
B minus?
I
But
thought he was like
Drake. I mean Drake A list. Taylor Swift A list. I mean
Kendrick.
Kendrick A list.
I mean, whoever comes to mind is
yeah,
the A list.
Michael
That's the
Jackson.
point.
Yeah, nah, bro. Aiden Ross. Yeah, they
Yeah.
not even. Nah, bro.
Michael Jackson, like S.
Bro,
Dude, Michael
he got his
Jackson.
own class.
Dude, have
Yeah.
you seen?
Michael Jackson.
Well, you seen his aura? that's so cringe to say. That's so cringe to say, but like back then
the
when they had no
aura, yeah.
when back then when they had no technology or
I would say
anything.
energy.
Yeah, energy. You seen his energy back then, dude? Everything was like he made people faint. You see that video where he like made all those motherfuckers faint?
The time that people found out his hotel, like where did he stay at for his hotel? It
Oh,
looked like a concert. I'm so for spitting all over the place.
spitting on-
My bad. But the concert was that when they made it look like it was a concert. Rows and rows and rows of people pushing. Cops had to be there. Like people had to get escorted off the premises type of thing, because that's how much people were obsessed with him.
Bro,
They were like, there's a big difference between love and obsession.
dude, that man was. Oh my god, he had everything. But
People loved and they obsessed about him.
but something, and then people started making rumors that he liked kids or something like that.
Yeah, he made a song about that. Actually, he was like, they said I touched them kids. I didn't touch them kids. I can't believe people would think about their little babies like that. Me touching them little baby. And I mean, 50% of me believes that he touched them, and then 50% doesn't. Because I mean, Michael Jackson was that dude.
I mean,
Or he might have been that dude.
I strongly don't believe. I don't think he did because when honestly, shit like that, like, bro, MJ, you have to know what type of person you are, and for you to be that person, I feel like MJ was too innocent of a man to like touch kids. And my mom, she got on my ass about this because I used to say that she did, but I mean, it was like something MJ did that like I don't know, the people didn't. I don't know. Basically, what she was trying to say is that they're like when you're that big, they'll try and do anything to like tear you down or something like that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like whenever you become successful, bro.
Yeah.
They like started hating. It doesn't matter what you do. So like anyone like if you're the top of your game, right? Let's say like Ryan Garcia is a great example.
Yeah.
Right. He's undefeated. He was really fast, really strong. Then when he lost to Tank, everyone hated on his ass. Like he's overrated. He not fraud.
I mean, that's just fighting sports fans. Like, I hate that shit, bro.
That's mostly boxing fans.
Nah, bro, that's fighting sports
Because they're
fans.
trying to make it like undefeated, like the Floyd Mayweather era.
The GOAT.
No, he's not. No,
The
he's not.
goat.
Canelo's better, bro.
The
Canelo's
goat.
better.
Who lost and who won? You
But
can't say he's better when he lost.
Listen, that man cheated, bro. He stepped on his
Bro,
foot every single
there's
time.
no such thing as cheat. Is that allowed or is it not allowed?
It's not allowed.
It's not allowed.
It's not allowed.
So
to step on-
how was Francis Ngannou or not Francis? Oh well, I mean,
yeah, exactly.
It's,
Get your
it's
facts.
allowed. It's allowed in the UFC, but it's not allowed in boxing.
Exactly.
Okay, well, even if there's a ref there.
That ref was paid. You know damn well that ref was paid.
But like, Brian, I'm gonna just be so real with you, and I want you to be
Giovanni.
down to yourself, down to earth, like just no biases, no like nothing. Canelo got whooped. He took the
Get the rematch. Get the rematch.
It's bro. Floyd is old. He was old when he fought Canelo.
Oh my.
Canelo fought Floyd when he was 40-some undefeated. Tank doesn't even have 40 fights.
He fought bums. He fought in Mexico. He fought anyone that.
Okay. And then whose fault is that?
That's not. Hey, look, listen. He took up the challenge. He had a rehydration clause.
Y'all don't mean to. I just saw some dude just speeding through the parking lot. Multiple people, just everybody speeding through that parking lot. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro, they're racing. They're racing. It was my bad. I didn't mean it.
Nah, you.
I'm gonna point that out like they're like.
Actually,
Damn, bro.
Oh,
are you tripping?
No,
I was about to say,
they're not in the parking lot. They're on the regular road.
Bro,
wait, hold on. Look at that traffic though.
You need
glasses, that is bad. Okay, that's why I thought. Bro, the traffic, they're not even moving.
Okay. No, okay, but back to what
we're saying.
Back to the argument.
It's not really an argument. It's just more like a Brian. Not even a debate. Like Brian just needs to accept that.
No, I can never accept it. Never accept it.
I mean, and then that's you. But like, I'm just saying, if you want to like sit here and like and talk, like I'm telling you, like we can watch the fight. Like Canelo.
Let's watch the fight. Let's watch the fight right now. Pull it up right now. Pull it up right now.
Canelo, bro, he took to school.
Pull it up right now.
And guess what? Like an L, like he took the L or whatever. And you just have to take the L too. He took the L, and look what he did after that. Freaking look what he did. I'm not knocking Canelo's accomplishments. Like I know how great of a boxer Canelo is, but I'm saying he's lost to Floyd though. So you can't say that Floyd is better. You can say all this nonsense about cheating, but like if you want to, like I'm telling you, he lost to Floyd. So therefore, Floyd is a better boxer than Canelo, and it's just the facts. It's just the fact. Like Tank Davis beat Ryan Garcia. He's just the better. He's the better.
We need to run that back. No rehydration clause.
It's really not even a hydration clause. I mean, dude, you gotta understand. Tank is like 5'4" and Ryan Garcia is like 5'10".
He's actually like 5'11".
Yeah, so I mean,
he's tall.
So why would he want to fight the dude at like full strength? That just doesn't make sense.
Because you gotta fight him at your best.
At the end of the day, I got you. At the end of the day, I mean, he still agreed to it.
Yeah, because that's what the fight wants.
And you just have to accept losses, and you just have to improve on them, and that's what Ryan Garcia did too.
Do y'all think that they fake fights for the money?
No, I don't.
Yes, the Canelo versus Floyd. Canelo lost on purpose because he's the money team. He's the A side. He's the A side.
I just want to keep it a buck because you know that like be real with me, like you know.
No.
And you just have to learn to accept it. Like, yeah, let's be real with yourself. There's nothing wrong with being real, bro. It's not the end of the world if you don't like it just because
if you're not right.
If you're not right, it's just if you
Somebody
know
agree with you.
it's not the end of the world if Canelo is the worse fighter than Floyd. I mean, Canelo's still a GOAT. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't knock Canelo at the end of the day.
All right. I accept
that. Why do you think people have such a hard time being real with themselves and being real with other people? Like to like segue into that because you talked about like being real with yourself. Like, why do you think people have such a problem just telling the truth, because there's like such a stigma of there's like a negative stigma behind being honest. It's like do you want to be honest, or do you want to get a better outcome?
Yeah. I mean,
I
my
kind of want to be
opinion,
delusional.
I just that's okay if you want to be delusional, you can be delusional. But me personally, I'm just more about honesty, and that like I feel like honesty, like I'm just gonna tell you how it is. It's the facts. Like you can't beat facts, and it is what it is.
Yeah, that's true. You can't beat facts.
You can't, like, that's what I'm saying. You just can't beat facts, and if the facts don't like. So facts not always gonna agree with me. Like we could talk about something else, and I could be like, I deep down in my heart, I want to believe something, but like the facts is telling me this is what it is, like, or something like that, and like that's a whole different topic. But I'm saying, like at some point, I'm just gonna accept that the facts, like it is what it is. The facts is facts, and you can't change that. Like there's nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying, to like change it because it's facts.
Yeah,
Why
100%.
do you think people have such an issue just being real with other people and themselves?
Because to be honest, it's pretty much because they hate themselves. Sometimes it doesn't. It's not. It doesn't go for everyone though.
Mhm.
They don't hate themselves. They just want to be a little, delusional.
Oh, like in what sense?
Like they can't face it. They can't face it yet. Like they don't have the confidence, or they don't have the ability to face it yet, and it feels like it's the whole world will just fall on them. Type shit.
What are some like unfaceable things? Like give an example of like, oh, they can't face it because it's just like unfaceable.
Like something that really can't control.
Oh, like somebody close to them dies or something?
I mean, not really. I don't know. I was thinking more like if they like lost an arm during birth, or like
Oh, like let me see. So
DJ,
basically,
you
like
look, DJ, you look really, really high. you look high.
I was just looking at the clouds.
They are beautiful.
Imagining the clouds. That shit is beautiful. I'm not gonna lie.
They look beautiful.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about? What are we
Talking
talking about, DJ?
like being born, like people not accepting, like people being born without like an arm. Like, I was like listening. I was still listening. Yeah, I was.
Hold on.
One
One question.
Yeah, what's up?
When are you gonna get waves?
What do you? Bro, stop asking us.
You need to get
How
waves.
many times has he asked you?
Bro, like, what is waves benefit? Everybody can have waves. I can cut my hair off any point and get waves.
When are you gonna take me to your barber so I can get dreads too?
I mean, you can't. You can get twists. Probably.
I mean, my hair isn't long.
I would say braids first, but I think braids.
Brian rock some braids.
That's what I'm saying. I can see Brian rock some like thick cornrows. But I mean, you just look Mexican as hell. But I mean,
wow, man, wow.
But nah, seriously, continue what you're talking about.
What are we talking about?
Oh, I was gonna say, well, you said whenever somebody gets born, they're born with like
with
looking
no arm.
different.
So
from
like
somebody.
they can't really like face it because it's something they can't really control. Like whether it's like a skin defect or an arm defect, but some do overcome it. Like I don't know if you've seen like some professional fighters. Like some of them don't even have like an arm, but they fucking rock ass, man. They fucking whoop them shit.
And I feel like it's more of a matter of like accepting yourself, accepting that you're not the same as I'm not the same as you, or I'm not the same as you, and it's accepting that the differences don't matter, and you can still be accepted into society like that. And I feel I was gonna say that there's a lot of societal means that hold people back from like just being honest.
What do you mean?
Like with the whole like arm, some people are ashamed of themselves because they don't have an arm. Like if I was missing if I was missing a couple of fingers, I would usually envy y'all because I'm not like y'all, or I'm not like quote unquote I'm not like y'all. But in my eyes, it's like it doesn't matter if you're not like me, or it doesn't matter if you're not like anybody else. There's no reason why you shouldn't accept yourself and be real with yourself. Like some people be holding back like what they want to say because I don't think they're gonna like it. Like, oh my god.
I mean, would you like the full truth or lie sometime?
I would say I think the term is white lies. Whenever you just like kind of lie to
Save their
make somebody else
feelings.
feel good. Make
Yeah.
somebody else feel good. Like every once in a while, but there's got to be times where you got even through that you have to be real. Like don't be brutally real. Like if somebody
You're like oh, I can't think of an example.
like if somebody's not conventionally attractive, you don't tell them that like they're like extremely beautiful, but at the same time you don't tell them that like they're extremely ugly or something like that. Like you be real with them on your own standards.
So how would you go about it?
I'd be like, you don't have to compare yourself to anybody else.
Man, you're
You
better.
don't have to.
You're better than me.
You don't have to be beautiful to everybody. You just have to be beautiful to yourself, and that's the one of the biggest ideas that I give is that accept yourself and think of yourself as beautiful, so that through time you'll actually believe yourself. Like sometimes you can lie to yourself. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can lie to yourself for a better tomorrow.
A lot of people do that. They just lie to themselves and convince themselves. To get hit with the truth. The truth hurts. Like truth hurts. Like for real. Like when someone tells you the truth, like I said, it's like the facts. They're telling you straight up, like this is what it is, and the truth, yeah.
But there's a difference between the truth and just a hurtful opinion.
That's true. But if if I were to go like, oh, why don't I have abs or something, and someone just told me because you're fat, like, they're just being straight up, like, and they could have probably said it in a nicer way,
yeah.
But they're just like, that's how like most people would say it, like straight up, like you're just fat, that's why you don't have abs, and they're telling you straight up, and they're not like, they could be like, well, you gotta lose some weight. They could say that, but that's not what I asked. I said, why don't I have abs?
The answer could literally be anything. It could be like, oh, well, you don't eat right, or oh, maybe you are. I'm not gonna say that, but
it's just keeping it a butt. Like it's just straight up truthful. Like it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But this. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you good. I was done talking.
Okay. I was just gonna say, like, there's sometimes where you are truthful, but even through the truth, you don't have to say like, oh, well, you're fat. You know what I mean? You could just say like, oh, you're a little overweight.
I was just using that like as an example. I wasn't like,
It's okay.
I would,
you know what I mean? It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay, DJ.
You need
it's
somebody
okay,
to talk to. But I do see what you mean, and well, not to. I don't even know. It sounded like I was trying to attack you by saying, "Oh, well, but but it's like that's a pretty good example because people sometimes sugarcoat too much, but at the same time they're also not real enough.
How would you go about it
at all? Like,
yeah.
How would you go about it? Both of you.
Oh, the way that I would go about it, not DJ, I'd say probably like if somebody else kind of overweight, somebody else overweight, like came to me and so it was like, why don't I have abs? I'd be like, why are you asking me? Yeah, I feel like.
What do you mean? You're a specimen, bro. This is all genetics, bro.
I feel like the first person you should ask yourself whenever you have a question about yourself is yourself. Like, don't go to somebody else. Like, I'm not gonna go to you and say, why don't I look lighter? Why am I not lighter like you? Or like, why don't I feel confident about myself?
Down like you already know.
You know it, but you don't want to. Yeah. Why do y'all think that so many people have problems accepting what is what is, and what was, and what will be?
What?
Wait, what
was that?
Okay. Well, first of all, why can't people accept what is right now? Is that all that? Well, hold on. Let me say it.
Yeah,
okay.
Collect your thoughts. You gotta collect your thoughts.
So I was just speaking on the present. You're only gonna have the present, and it brings me back to the nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. The future isn't guaranteed, and all you have is right now. But so many people have problems living in the moment, and like
what the fuck was that, DJ? I saw that shit.
Or what did he do?
Well, don't worry, we're gonna run it back.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back like 30 minutes. I'll be like, oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Yeah, we're gonna be like that.
Like, it just shows me.
Bro, like I can just imagine going back and like it's absolutely nothing. Like I'm just going back and you're just like,
He's just sitting there, just sitting there looking at the clouds and shit.
let me see. So what I was trying to say was that all you have is right now. What are you doing
Me?
right now?
Well, I'm boxing right now. So.
No, you're not.
Yeah, well, right. I'm
Yeah.
boxing right now. I'm mental right now.
We're doing a podcast right now.
No, it's all mental. Look, I'm thinking about who am I fighting next. Right, that's what I'm thinking about.
Why?
Yeah, why is it what am I gonna do next? Why is it not what am I gonna do right now?
Because
That's a good question.
why? Because I would much rather spend time with my friends doing podcasts than to be fighting someone and potentially getting brain damage in CT.
Oh, that's a really good statement.
I mean, sure.
Yep. So,
And then, so why'd you say that was on your mind?
well, I mean, I am gonna be a professional fighter, so like that will be in my mind, and I have to be mentally prepared. You know, someone told me, you know, it really kind of made me a little bit mad, right? So he's like, "Oh, why don't you go to college, right?"
Yeah.
And I told him that college is only if you want something specific, like if you want to be a doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's no reason to go to college, right?
I mean, one thing I'm starting to see is that these ways of not going to college and getting rich pay way more than the ways of going to college and getting rich. My opinion, the only way you can really go to college and get rich is through dental or being a lawyer. I feel like those are the most realistic ways to make the most amount of money out of college.
Exactly, like because those are actually needed for like a college
Yeah.
degree, and people are always gonna need them. Like you're always gonna need a good dentist, good, you know,
Yeah.
this and that. Like being a barber, that pays a lot. Like you can cut like rich people's hair. Like let's say
I mean, some
Canelo.
barbers charge like just an absurd amount of money. For no reason.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's gonna be like 150 for
It's
like
like
a little
250.
lineup.
It's like 250 a cut for some.
What?
And that's if
That's
you're a celebrity.
insane.
They charge on famous people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that like you don't even need a college degree. You just need to know how to really cut hair. So
Yeah.
like, so back to what I was saying, it's like, oh, why don't you fall back in college in case you know it fails and all that. And I was thinking that's such a weak mentality because like if you're already thinking about falling back on something, then you already know it's gonna fail.
You don't doubt. You have to 100% believe in it. You cannot have no doubt in something.
Exactly.
You have to.
If you
100%.
if you put all your effort or most of your effort into it, then you're pretty much gonna succeed. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't succeed if you put all the effort into it. Because like, let's say like, yeah, you're probably gonna find someone that's better than you, and you're gonna lose. But that's not really like the whole thing. Just because you lose doesn't mean you don't get the next fight, right?
Yeah.
If you lose, like, let's say like Ryan Garcia, right? He lost, right, to Tank, but he ended up winning against Devin Haney.
Yeah.
And like he made a hell of a lot more money from that. I think he made more money than the Tank fight, did he?
Probably. Yeah. He put the brakes on Haney.
Yeah, he knocked that motherfucker out.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck what they say because that dude was not on any steroids or anything like that. But besides, because we about to start talking about boxing again. I was gonna say about college. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go to college, but I'm not gonna sit around here and say, "Oh, I just don't want to go to college." I'm gonna show you why I don't want to go to college. If there's other ways to be making money and doing stuff that I love, and it's funny because I actually saw this when we went over to your house. Your stepdad or whatever, Kevin, was that his name?
Yeah,
He was talking about how he got his degree in psychology,
yeah,
and then he was just like, "Oh yeah, I went to work in the office."
Yeah,
and I was just like, "Then what'd you get this degree for?"
Because he got screwed over, man. That's
Yeah.
why. Because college is just not.
And that's what I mean about like I'm not gonna just sit here and say that I don't want to go to college. I'm gonna try and do stuff now to build towards something so I don't have to go to college or something like that. That's why I'm starting now, and I feel like now is like the good time for people to sit down and be real with themselves. Like, what did they want out of life? And I had to talk to myself. I was watching, I was consuming, I was watching all these people live large and stuff like this, money, cars, fast, and it's not like I really envied it, but it's just I want to be able to live that type of lifestyle. You know what I mean? And it's not really just to show, but it's just for me. Like yeah, for me, knowing that I made the most out of life. Like
What do you define success?
I define as success is, I mean, you just you just accomplish your goals. You accomplish what you envision for yourself. We I have a plan for something. I worked out a plan, and or it was sorry, it was something I saw about like you work out a plan and now you have to work it. It was like some clever little saying, but I mean you have to your plan, goals, like dreams. In my opinion, that's all the same thing. It's and it's literally just achieving your dreams, achieving your goals, achieving what you want. What do you want? And that's your type of success. Like, are you like? Did you get what you wanted? Did you feel satisfied from it, or whatever?
What do you define as success?
I define success in like providing for your future, like for your future kids or future wife. Like for me, I want to have a couple kids, maybe like 15 kids.
Boy, that's a lot of baby mamas, boy. That money
15
gone.
kids. Yep,
That boxing money
gotta
gone.
spread the bloodline. Mexicans they reproduce fast.
Spread the money. That's like probably 15 different baby mamas too. 15. Yeah, you don't want them problems.
Bro, what are you talking about?
You don't want them problems.
Kids are like literally the younger version of you. Since I didn't have a dad, right? I wish I would have started boxing earlier. But now I started boxing late. But it don't really matter.
If anything,
yeah,
it's
like
good
16.
that you start late because that brain damage catch up to you, bro.
Yes, bro. Look at Tank, bro. He can't even speak properly. He can't even speak.
That's everybody. Shit. That's every. They all have an interesting way of talking, and that's what happens, in my opinion. I mean, shit. That's what happens when you get knocked upside the head.
Yes, bro. When you have over like 200 fights, fuck.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that's why Muhammad Ali was always able to talk right because he never got punched in the face because he never got knocked
What do
out.
you mean? Have you seen when he got older, bro?
I mean, when he got older, but whenever he was a fresh young buck, that dude he never talked like how Tank or even Ryan does. He never talked like that. Man, they start young and then they just get messed up, man.
Yeah, but yeah. So, but having a dad is crazy. Whenever I didn't have a dad, right? Like I was so enclosed, right? I wasn't going shit. I wasn't doing shit. And then when I met my stepdad, man, he showed me like a whole different fucking world.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of difference what a male role model does.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the fact that he's there in my life, all the time. I don't even know what I would be doing if I wasn't here. To be honest, I probably wouldn't have met y'all too.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You don't think you would have met us on your own accord? Really?
Yeah, because I moved over here because of him.
Oh, did he have like a job over here?
Nah, it says, my mom liked him so much, we might as well move, right?
Oh, he lived over here?
Yeah, he lives. Yeah, that house. That's his house.
Where y'all used to live?
Katy. I used to live in Katy.
And where?
In Katy, where the ghetto part.
Katy?
Yeah, Katy.
Oh, Katy. Dang.
I lived far. It was like 45 minutes away. We used to go. Actually, we used to go to his house every weekend. And man, we used to play on his games and shit. It was so fun.
Dang. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a good way, to look at it. And I'm gonna be frank with you. Like, I'm gonna be quick about like, no, I like have a dad, but like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I don't like talk to the dude like that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Last time I talked to the dude was probably honestly like I'm being so serious, like an actual call was like besides like my mom making me call him or something like that. And it's not even just out of like I hate him or something like that, but it's just sort of it's not even that. It's just sort of a like I don't really need to or like need you or something.
That's the
like
same
that.
with my stepdad. I mean my real dad. My real dad.
Yeah.
He's somewhere in fucking El Salvador or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't even know where the fuck he is. But I used to call him like every once in a while, and then I just kind of like stopped because he's not there in my life. So
yeah, Yeah.
Did he not make like an effort to call you or anything like that?
No, he did. He did sometimes, and I did answer the phone most of the time. But eventually, when I got older, I'm like, yeah, he's. I don't know. I don't know when I'm ever gonna see him, or whenever this is gonna happen. So I just started kind of stop talking to him.
You don't want to try to make a connection that you know won't last.
I mean, I do like in boxing. Hopefully, he can see me become world champ. That's kind of my goal. Is like, I did this so he can see me. That way, like we're far away, right? So like, he's in a different country. I'm in this country, so I want to
but
fight.
my opinion, I don't even interrupt you, but I mean, why like it shouldn't be for him? It should be for you.
100%. But I feel like it's more motivation because I feel like there's a lot of motivation when you go into like when you go to the gym or you go to this. I always I look at like some Instagrams where like girls rejected me. It's like that's some good ass motivation, right? Dude, that's just so hard.
I never really understood that.
I mean, it's funny that you say like about you wanting your relationship with your dad, because like I can respect that, and like honestly, I never really like. I guess I was really like. I don't remember. I just always kind of just had that mindset from like when I was a kid, just because like my mom like would just take care of me and stuff. But I mean, I always it's not like it clicked one day. Like it would be like oh, it's my dad. Like you know what I'm saying? It's not really like a yeah. And with the times I would see him, like that's what I'm saying. Like I'd be like, oh, like I'm not really like. Not that I don't care to see you, but like it's like, oh, like I don't really think too much about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like he could walk through right now, like I'd be like, what's up and stuff like that. But he might, like be like, oh son, something like that. But like I wouldn't be like
Dad,
yeah. I'm gonna keep it. I'll just dap him up and shit. Be like, what's up? Like you good? Like, and I just be like that. Like, and I never really like. In my opinion, I never really had a male role model because I don't really like role models like that because I don't like to. I don't know. I don't really
father figure.
Or yeah, I never really had a father figure like that.
I think it's cool that all three of us have had that.
Like I mean, it's just I felt like I just didn't. Like I said, I just felt like I just didn't need it. You know what I mean? And like,
dude, like you don't even realize. Like for me, I kind of thought a little bit of that too. But once you do, dude, it's like a whole new fucking world. Like I never realized how important it is.
I mean,
to have
and
one.
at the same time, like, yeah, that's true. That is you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You're not lying. Like when you're actually, talking to your dad and stuff or whatever like that. Like, yeah, it's like it's cool. It's cool, but like for me now, like I don't know. Like last time I probably talked to him was it was actually about like 2 months ago. Like my mom was on a call with him or something. She added me to it, and he was like, "What's up?" And I was just like, "Oh, what's up?" Yeah. And like 5 minutes, and I was just like, and then just went about my day like that. Like, I didn't even think I didn't like think too much of it or something like that. Like yeah, and that's just like how I feel about it now. But I mean, would like, are you saying that like, did you like ever meet your dad or no?
I don't know. I don't remember the last time I met him. I think it was like when I was like 4, maybe. Okay. That's it.
And did you like sort of look at him as like a role model, or
I don't even remember. Like as a baby, you can't even remember shit. But I can't really say. So I would assume maybe, but I don't really think so. I mean, he wasn't there when I first took my test or whenever I first started driving cars or whenever I changed the tire. Or when I learned the value of money from my stepdad's oil field, dude, that shit sucked. I hated working there.
Yeah,
I worked. I was. I think I was like 12, 13 maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or something like that. I was so young. I was working there, and it was so shitty. Let me tell you. Yeah. So we go there early in the morning, right? So like maybe 6, 7, right? And he made me do like sweep and broom and mop up the floor, and then when we got like pressure wash, maybe pressure wash the entire like concrete shit.
Yeah.
So we did that, and the first day I was there, I got swamp foot because I was supposed to wear boots, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and you just wore shoes.
Yeah, I just wore regular shoes and we were pressure washing. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Yeah.
So the next day I got boots, right?
Yeah.
And then I started pressure washing. It fucking sucked because you can feel the vibrations on your hand.
Yeah.
And then
And too much vibration will make your hand go white.
yes,
And
bro.
that's what barbers have to worry
Yeah.
about.
And then I later when I got older, I got like new jobs, which was like to grind up this like the paint off these like cylinders, right?
Mm.
And every time I did it, at least like one like wire would like shoot into my like shirt, right?
Yeah.
And pierce like
Ooh.
just the tip of the skin. And I'm like, that's annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
Right. And I you know what's funny is that I get paid by the hour. So I did
Yeah.
it slowly as I fucking could so I could waste as much time as possible.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can't blame you. Shit, I mean, you getting that money?
That's what I used to do at Marshall's. I used to do my job so slow. I so didn't like Marshall's, man.
Bro, what the fuck? Why?
Bro, no windows. You're not Oh my bad. No windows. You're not talking to anybody. You don't really like the people there because they're like 30 or 40.
They're old fuckers.
Like I came in 15 years old, and I'm just doing my stuff. They try to put me at cashier. Wasn't good at cashier. They just tossed me on the floor. Not actually, but they called it. They called it the floor, and they were like, "Yeah, go ahead and go pick up those 15 pounds. Go pick up those 15 pounds of clothes." And I'm like, "Why?" And it's because it was like, "Oh, you're not making us any money." And I was like, "Oh my god, are you kidding me?"
Pretty much calling you worthless. That's fucked up.
So I went to the stuffed animal section. I went to the toy section. I just played with the toys all the time.
Oh my god.
But they were like, I was like, "How long is my shift?" They were like 6 hours. I was like,
Oh, 6 hours.
all right, 3 hours of actual work, then 3 hours of playing with toys.
And then you got fired.
Yeah, I actually did. It was a contract. No, it was a seasonal job, and they were like, "Oh, if we like you, then you'll come back." No, I was so grateful, man. I was actually just about to say, man, I quit. I was going to say I quit if they kept having me. Like if I came back for that January month, I would have said, I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. I have baseball to worry about.
Bro,
And then I ended up quitting baseball too. So it was like it was a perfect combo.
Why'd you quit? Why'd you quit baseball?
I technically haven't quit baseball.
I don't know about that.
What made you think I quit baseball?
Because you stopped bringing your bats and everything.
Yeah, I mean, that was during literally. That's like just what it is during baseball season. I mean, they so pretty much they used to lock the locker rooms in the morning, and so it's either I would go to Miss Reyes or go to my law teacher and just drop my bag off in there.
You just go there. You don't need like a pass or nothing. You just
go where. But the whole point is to oh
yeah, Miss Reyes was cool before she got fired. She got
honestly
she did. She got let go.
Dude, she didn't, bro. She did not get fired.
Well, not
bro.
like fired for like.
Bro, so she just got her degree to be a counselor, and I was talking to her. I was like, "Well, you gonna stay here?" And she was talking about like there weren't no like counseling jobs open over here. And so she was like, "Yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to go." But she didn't get fired. She just,
sucks,
I mean, if she got the counselor degree and then stayed being a Spanish teacher, then she's like, what's the point? But now she's a counselor and shit now. I told her I was like, one day you might need to counsel me. Huh. But yeah.
That's messed up, bro. I miss her, bro. I didn't, I like Miss Martinez more because she's more lenient.
Miss Martinez is bro.
Yeah, bro.
You would come into Miss Reyes' class talking about some. Oh, hey, Miss Martinez.
Yeah, sometimes I'd be saying that because I've been in Miss Martinez's class for so long, bro, and like she really like left a mark in my head.
Yeah, no, Miss Martinez, bro.
She
tried to give us a job, bro.
She was dope, bro.
She gave us hundreds.
By the way, I did not do that job that she gave.
Neither of us did, but it was so cool that she even offered it.
Yeah, she's offering that now, right? She's offering like trips to Panama, Chile.
That's just like what they do.
Oh no, but this is for discount for homeroom.
What?
So yeah, bro, like you can get I think you pay like $600, you can go on the trips.
Like $1,000.
Yeah, some shit. It's expensive, but It's good, man. It's good
What do
money.
you think they do on those?
No,
Like, do you think anybody?
Can you like? I wonder if you can do your own thing. Like, you can leave the group and then just like
Nah,
take a drink.
that's why I would never do it. It's just because I know that you wouldn't be able to do that. That's why I would never do it.
So lame.
If I pay that much money, I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. I'm gonna tell you, I'm doing what I want to do, bro.
I'm jumping off a mountain.
Yeah, like, bro, if I see like a 20-foot cliff, bro, water right there, bro, you can't do it. I pay for it. I'm doing it.
I'm gonna be like Miss Martinez. Why you invite me if you're not just going to let me do all this, do all this and that. Man, if y'all had anywhere y'all would want to go, like where would y'all even go?
Funny.
I would like to go back to Cancun.
You went to Cancun?
Yes, I went to Cancun.
That's like a dream spot for like 40-year-old women.
That's crazy. exactly where I want to go. I'm just kidding. I went there once for my aunt's wedding, and man, the fucking beach was so beautiful, man.
Like blue water.
Yeah, blue
Not
water.
Galveston water.
Exactly, Galveston water. You seen that shit, bro?
Well, I have seen that.
It's so bad.
So one place I want to go, and
I completely forgot we could just clip it.
yeah, now you
We could just clip it.
Yeah, but how we gonna?
I mean-
how we gonna get it?
Oh,
well, yeah, we'll just use this one. One place I want to go to Japan. That's really my
Japan?
like goal place is go to Japan.
everybody.
They're gonna be racist to you. They're gonna be like,
I mean, even if like they're racist to me or whatever, like I feel like a lot of people forget like how like shitty Japan like was as a country.
Yeah, well,
And-
before
and-
like the 1920s.
I mean, yeah, like no, I
Or
mean
actually
40s, 50s.
1950. Yeah, they
40s,
didn't get,
yeah.
In my
they
opinion,
didn't get good until like
they started. In my opinion, yeah, that's what the thing. The whole like Japan gets forgive is literally just because they made anime. But without Japan having anime, in my genuine opinion, like Japan would just be like one of those dickhead countries, like North Korea or something. I mean, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. I mean, they did some dickhead shit, but they made up for it. They still might be racist with it, but like that place is just beautiful. Like
we dropped the sun on them twice, bro.
I mean, yeah, we did,
dropped
but
big pop
I mean,
on them.
they did it to us first, and we chose to tell them to surrender.
That's
They didn't
true.
wanna
We did.
surrender.
Oh no, it was called the Fat Man. We dropped the Fat Man, and I think
It was
Fat Boy.
It was
Fat Boy.
little boy. It was little boy, fat man.
That man, little boy.
If you ever see a dad combo and it's a fat man and it's a little boy, he's either getting abused. That boy's about to be, that boy's
What?
about to be like Superman. Like
Superman.
that's what I
It's gonna
see.
be like a Batman.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Um,
It's crazy.
Nah, for real. Fuck. What were you saying? Because I look did forget what we were talking about.
Just talking about
We're-
Japan being.
you're
Yeah,
talking
okay,
about
yeah, Japan, yeah.
G-Spot.
Yeah, nah, yeah, and it made animated, and made up for it. And shit.
I mean, they have a beautiful like.
yeah,
place.
but we talk about Japan now. Like, I mean, yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, the cost of living there is extremely cheap. It's really not that much amount of money. And this Uber driver was telling me, this is an Indian dude. He was telling me, he was like, the number one biggest advice I would have for people like you is to leave America, go to countries that don't have good, where the English isn't good, because you're needed there. And he was basically telling me that Japan, they pay you, like they need people like us in Japan because the English accent, a lot of people don't know the English accent and stuff. And he was telling me that the money we get over there isn't taxed. So he was saying to live there and work there for a long amount of time, like 2 years or something, and then come back to the United States, pockets full or whatever. But he was pretty much saying like we're needed in countries like that. We're like Americans with American accents and stuff. Plus the money's not
Bro,
taxed.
like
I'm gonna go to France. I'm gonna go to France.
I
And
want to
do
go to
that.
France too.
yeah,
Man,
France is good too,
I
man.
wanna
It's
go-
like-
There's
yeah.
so much in France. There are so many reasons why I would want to go to France.
Paris, boy.
Paris,
Paris?
man.
City of love.
You mean Italy?
City of love. You know what I mean?
City of love. I heard that French people are rude. They're rude as
No,
hell.
they
Yeah, they're rude.
Yeah, I actually have heard that. But the women there are beautiful,
That's
and the language is super cool.
Ooh.
Supermodel wearing like some
Yeah.
all black.
Or German. Or go
Some-
to Germany.
yeah.
Oh, Russia. Oh, Russia's good. But like
Spain.
Ooh,
I
Spain.
want to go to the
But
Gothic Cathedral in Spain. Yeah,
I don't know what that
Oh, I think I have seen that before.
like it's like this Gothic church. It's like a Gothic theme.
is.
It's like dark and shit, but yeah,
Oh, the Gothic cathedral. Yeah, I have.
I mean, if you want to go to Japan, the only issue is the culture. So they're mostly like very very like close with their culture.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't really allow foreigners to go in because they have a huge. I don't know what their problem is, but they have a huge policy of not letting immigrants into the country. That's why you see like 90% or 99% of them are Japanese
Yeah.
because it's more of like a culture thing. So they want to marry their own. They want to be on their own type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what do you mean? Like, you can't live there?
No, you could, but it would just be a lot harder
I
because
mean, yeah, that's true. And I mean, that's just how it is. Countries outside of America, I feel like people say like America is racist, but in them other countries, like they don't give a fuck.
dude, America's like probably America's the like most diverse country
Yeah,
actually.
it is.
It has like most blacks, most Chinese, most well not like as a whole, but like as in terms of immigration. Hell yeah.
You got, but it's crazy that you say that because I just think of whenever you say that, I just think of like all races just saying the N word for no reason. Like that's exactly what happens nowadays.
Well,
you
that's
know, like
that's crazy.
like you'll have these Asians or Mexicans and white people just overusing that like crazy. Oh my god!
But I'm gonna keep it a buck, you know. And one thing I'm probably gonna start like bounding myself because you know I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I don't really. We got kids. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be fair and keep it to like a $1.50.
$1.50. $1.50.
I don't.
No higher.
I don't really care. I'm gonna keep it. I don't really care for like Mexicans saying it. I really just don't because you know I'm gonna keep it about. I think they say it more than us now.
I feel
and,
like
know,
there's no excuse though. Like it's still
I
not
mean,
right for them.
Yeah, you know, and even if like, cause you know they're still gonna say it anyway, and that's one thing I've come to accept. Like, and I don't really care because I feel like them being Mexican, they get some type of
excuse,
not excuse, but you know they're not white. We're not white.
You think you can say it as long as you don't use it with malicious intent?
I don't see. I don't think any of that. It's just weird. I don't think like that. In my opinion, what I'm basically trying to say is that since we're two diverse groups or whatever, I don't really. I mean, not that I can understand, but I mean, you're not white at the end of the day. In my opinion, I feel like a lot of Mexicans struggle with wanting to be white
or wanting to be black.
Yeah, honestly, it's like not even some, but like a lot of Mexicans, they want to be like white. If they could be white, they could. And honestly,
it's crazy.
I don't
credit score.
Yeah, I mean, Esteban, I mean, it's not even like he want to be. I know if Esteban could, he'd be a fucking Edgar and all that, but he just look white. It's Esteban, all right,
Esteban? I heard of that name.
But anyways, when I hear white people say it now, like when I hear white people say it, it's just, in my opinion, it's really just cringe. And honestly, I'm probably gonna start saying something about it now, because I don't know, I just feel like it's just cringe. Like, why do you want to say it? Like that's that's one thing I'm probably gonna bother myself now and just start saying that. Like.
It's crazy whenever you bring it up and whenever they're like in a huge group of people, like probably not huge, but like it's like 5 people and it's white people. You know, they got the hoodie on, they just kind of sitting like this and they chilling and they just like they saying it like there's no like they don't know the history of it. Like
opinion, I'm not, it's gonna be short. In my opinion, the fuck, damn it! I just made forget. No, you good. In my opinion, it's damn.
Saying the N-word.
Yeah.
Not bad.
White people saying it. It's like
It's a slur.
Oh, okay, I got it. One thing I've noticed that the coolest white people I've met don't say nigga. The coolest white people I've met don't say.
Yeah, they say. I'm pretty sure they say it with an ER instead of.
Yeah.
So like you know.
And I was gonna say, but like you bring it up, and whenever they're in that group, and then they're just like, they look at you like you're in the wrong, like they're just like, oh, it's just a word, and it's like you're saying that like you're completely throwing out the meaning. Like you know it hurts people's feelings, or like not hurts people. You know it annoys people. You know you're not supposed to be saying it, but you still do. And it's like they're in a group, and so it's like, oh, you have like if y'all agreed with me on everything, man, I would hate to be around. Like, I would really not like to be around y'all.
Yeah.
But they, yes, man, yeah, exactly. But they just surround themselves with people that think exactly like them, and they just become so close-minded.
People that think different than me. I was like,
That's actually why I kind of started this podcast. You know what I mean? I forgot to tell you about that because you were like, "Why do you want to start this podcast?" I was like, what I was trying to say was that I want people that think differently.
You gotta hold the mic. You know,
oh yeah. Oh, let me say it again.
Yeah, say it again.
Brian asked Giovanni Garay asked me why did I want to start the podcast, and I was like, oh, because I want to hear people's perspectives, and I want to hear people's perspectives that are different from me. That is like the coolest thing to me, because it's like, oh, it reminds me that everybody's different in like their own way. Like, you'll never hear the same opinion. You'll hear a similar one, but you'll never hear the same one because everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Real. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I feel like, so just because it's your opinion doesn't mean it's right. You know what I mean?
Nothing's right.
Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, yeah, nothing's right. Why do you think nothing's right? I said, why do you think nothing's right?
Well, because the idea of right. Well, there's like a social idea of right, and there. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. I was gonna say yes, there is right and there is wrong, but it's like no opinion is right, and like nothing is. I feel like everything's an opinion, but some are just easier to understand than others. Like I can't understand why people think the N-word is just a word.
Yeah.
But I can understand why people think it's right to save a child from getting run over or something like that. It's like even though they sound very different, sometimes the lines become blurred, and people are like, oh, well, this is right and this is wrong, and it's like, you shouldn't say something is right or wrong because it's just projecting. You're just projecting.
It's like what is socially acceptable.
That's what people should actually say instead of, oh, what's right.
Do you think that something that is socially acceptable can be wrong?
Yeah. Yeah. Give me an example.
Like let's say you got like an 18-year-old, right? And then you got a 26-year-old. They want to be a couple, right? And people were like, oh no, the age difference is too much. You know, that's a pedophile. Yeah. You think that's right?
Daddy.
That's right. What do you mean that's right? What's right? The like
what?
like the social stigma towards that, the social stigma towards the age difference, or do you think it's right for them to want to date?
Spit all over the microphone.
My saliva.
Like the age difference. We need some water next time. We gotta make some water.
Oh wait, I think DJ had a water bottle.
Yeah, that should
he threw that bitch out.
I threw it where?
Threw it out there, bro. I saw your ass.
If I look over and I see it, I'm about to...
See it, watch.
I just looked up. I'm gonna go
show the camera. Show the camera.
I don't feel like
don't worry. Look back in like an hour and 15 minutes, and you'll see DJ throwing them.
I did bounce that bitch.
You know what? We're gonna do that corny thing where we post a TikTok video. It's gonna be like, DJ, what'd you do with the water bottle? And then we're just gonna show it over.
I just now did see that trash. I swear that's just
you now saw it, bro?
I did not see that shit.
Oh yeah, how long did y'all want to record for? Because I feel like my phone might be burning.
No, you good. I was about to say, I think we should start wrapping it up anyway. Honestly.
You got anybody got like final words?
Who are we gonna bring in this podcast next?
Man, I wanted Mark. I thought Raul was gonna pull it. I thought Marcellus was gonna, but I think they might. Say? What's up?
What did they say?
Oh, they didn't say anything.
Oh my god!
But they were just like, "Oh, you mean right after school?" And I'm like, "Yeah, right after school." I think they might have came, but then nobody showed up.
That's
but
lame,
I'm like,
bro.
You should have at least texted me.
Yeah, I'm about to text or something.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm looking at my hair right now.
There we go.
You got any final messages? Final messages for the guest? You're the guest. Any final messages for the audience?
Hopefully I return. Hopefully they like me.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely have you whenever Mark's here because we need a huge debate over boxing, and I would love to. I would love to see.
I would think I would destroy him. 100%.
I would love to see you versus DJ versus Mark, and then Marcellus is just kind of sitting there.
He wins because he's gonna bring up Canelo versus Floyd, and it's gonna be cheating. That's cheating.
Yeah. I think either the outcome is gonna be you and Mark gaining up against DJ, or DJ and Mark gaining up against you.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, DJ?
Nothing much. Just just go get tatted. Cause
Go get tats.
Don't go tatted.
Yeah.
Women love tats, as DJ says.
Women do love tats.
And
So-
I love women with tats.
and I definitely do love women with
Mhm.
tats. So
Some
so
women are attractive.
common interest.
Some
Yeah.
are like fat bitches.
Okay, don't say that. Don't say that. Overweight women is what you would try to say.
No. Fat bitches.
Okay.
No, overweight.
Okay.
Fat bitches.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to
go.
go ahead and close this up and wrap this up. Oh, is it closing? Oh, 30 minutes. Oh, well, okay, this is perfect timing. Thank you so much. Okay, that was perfect timing.
What was that about?
Oh, no, it was 30 minutes until the library closes.
Oh.
Wow, we've been in here for a while.
I think
What
it's
is
about
it?
time
It
to
says
wrap up.
1:15. All right, my final message is thank you for my co-host for being on this, and thank you for my guest for being on this show. Love this. Love the talk. Loved it. Loved everything about it, especially the boxing debate. Anyway, let me see. Let me try to make up like a corny quote. I always do that.
All
Oh,
right,
I
go
like
for it.
the every day is a day, but it's your job to put the title on it. Like it's your job to put it as like a good day or a bad day. And y'all have a great day. Ooh,
Hell no. That was-
there you go.